Hello, welcome to today's video. We are on page 220 of the Keyboard Musicianship, Book 1. And so here on this page, we are to harmonize another song. This one's from Scotland. It is called Auld Lang Syne, usually popular to sing for New Year's. It says here that we are to create or make our own chords, mostly half note values, except that the cadences where we'll put dotted half notes. I've also taken the liberty of putting others elsewhere. It says here, just as we see as the first example, it is a half note for the first two beats of the half rest on the second two beats. It says here, put the chords in the right hand and single bass tones, root or inversions, in the left hand. Okay, most of these will be in root position, and just a couple will be in inversions. I'm going to go ahead and make it simple since there are no chord symbols in this piece. Sometimes you will have to understand or try to discover what the harmony is based on the harmonic outlines of the melody. Okay, once you've determined what the appropriate chord is, please write the chord symbol and then notate it, just as you see there at the beginning. So I'm going to go ahead and give you my version of this. This, I believe, is where we can begin to have varying options or different answers, but this is the version that I came up with. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Excuse me. Okay, very good. So as you can see, we had two options on the second system, and then I changed it to make 4 voices and then 5 voices at the end here. I think I'm going to go ahead and try to do that same thing at the second system. But let's review what the chords are that I came up with. You may come up with other ones. It says here there are plenty of spots for 2 and 6, but I honestly could not find one with G minor, so I'm going to go ahead and exclude that one. But there was D minor there and there on the second system, so that's perfectly fine. And we want to keep it simple, so let's just go ahead and put it to those areas that we had. Now, in regards to the second system here, so let's go ahead and start from the beginning. We have F. And here's our first D minor chord. So that would be the most appropriate there, to let both hands do the work. And I think this is perfectly fine. So let's go ahead and make the change just like we did at the end there. So instead of having to do this, if you want to do that, just for the sake of having the melody with the 2 harmonies in the right hand and the left hand playing a single note, it's perfectly fine, but I am going to admit that I made a mistake in the left hand there at the end of the second system. The F should actually not be F3, but should be F2. So I'm going to go ahead and change that. I'm going to actually leave it that way, but at the end, if you notice, we had the same cadence. We had D minor, and then I changed the harmony to allow the left hand to help out a little bit. So instead of having the right hand move so much, that's a little bit easier to do as opposed to. So as you can see, there's a lot of movement there. So the left hand helped out a bit. And that filled out the harmony. Okay? So I am not going to announce the chords, but let's go ahead and play through it one more time. Where I did play a dotted half note because if you want to go ahead and play it as a half note, allowing your hands a little more time to move around, that's perfectly fine as well. Continuing on into the third system, pick up. The question is, did I play different substitution chords or did I play inversions? And that's what you can determine from the last system there. Okay, so let's go ahead and fill that out, practice, and we'll be ready to perform it at our next lesson. Have a good day. Bye.